If you are on the fence about enrolling in Jim Kwik's new Limitless Mind System, then this video is for you. I was lucky enough to be one of the first in the world to get access, and I completed the entire 21-day Limitless Mind course. So in this video, I'm going to cover three major things. Number one is going to be my personal experience and results that I've already seen. I filled up like half of this journal of notes. Number two, how this system is different than reading his book or listening to his podcast or watching him on YouTube. And number three, I'm going to help you decide if this is a good investment for you. Let's dive into it. I've taken countless online courses over the past 15 years or so. This is up there in one of my top 5 favorites. Normally, I take online courses to learn new business skills or strategies, but this course was totally different. It reminded me of how in this book, The Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, I don't know how to say it, where in this part of the book, he talks about what he calls the PPC balance. P stands for production of desired results, the golden eggs, and PC, this is the thing I'm talking about, stands for production capability, the ability or asset that produces the golden eggs. And then he goes on to say, our most important financial asset is our own capacity to earn. If we don't continually invest in improving our own PC, we severely limit our options. So for me, this course was really about investing in taking care of my own PC. Before I started the course, honestly, I was expecting it to kind of feel like technical and like daunting, kind of like when you do something that you know is good for you, but you don't really want to do it, like making celery juice. I was expecting it to be like that. And honestly, I was really pleasantly surprised. I came out of it feeling like I had completely hit the reset button. It was similar to how I felt after I went to a month-long yoga teacher training in Costa Rica. And I just came off of that feeling like my mind, body, and soul was completely renewed and refreshed. I thought it was going to be more of like a technical experience, and it really ended up being like I went on a deep mind, body, and soul spiritual journey that is really taking care of my PC. Now, as far as my own personal benefits and results that I've already seen, I really loved the entire thing. If I had to pick my top 3 favorite lessons from the entire 21 days, I loved day 6, which is mastering motivation, day 10, flow, the secret to productivity, and day 15, broadening your thinking. So under day 6, mastering motivation, at first I was like, I'm motivated. I know my why. I don't have anything new to learn here. Boy, was I wrong. I personally learned how to do the 7 levels deep exercise from Dean Graziosi. That exercise takes you through to find your why so that you have motivation to go on and do the things that are going to create the life that you love. I learned this like 2 years ago. So I've had a very, very strong why propelling me through, which is why I've been like super successful as an entrepreneur and single mom and like juggling all the things. So I thought I had my motivation dialed in. Now, let me tell you, day 6 alone, mastering your motivation, it's all about really finding that motivation deep within yourself to create sustainable motivation, because it's not just something that you have, it's a habit. And the way that Jim Kwik broke this down, it was like the Olympics of the 7 levels deep exercise. I was able to really like go deeper within myself and understand my purpose and my values and the reasons why I'm motivated to do the things that I do and why I have the goals that I have. And it's like I unlocked this extra super powerful level of motivation that I didn't even know was there before. And like now I have that. Like I feel like I have a superhero cape that I can wear every day and just like fly through all my goals. If you're on the fence about investing in this or not, like that lesson alone to me was worth the entire thing. Worth it. Okay, my other favorite lesson 10 is about flow and the secret to productivity. I'm obsessed with fine-tuning my skills for getting in the flow, being in the zone, and my productivity. As you know, you're probably sick of hearing me say it by now, but I'm a single mom 24/7, solo parent. I do this all by myself and I run a business. Now, you may or may not know this, but I only really work 15 hours a week. If I'm honest, sometimes even less. So the amount of like focused work time that I have is so minimal, and I have to make sure that every moment counts so that I can get the results that I want. So I am obsessed with constantly looking for ways to improve my focus, my flow, and my productivity so I can get stuff done. Now this again, kind of like the motivation thing where I thought, oh, I'm motivated. I don't need more help in this area. I thought I was really great at productivity until I went through this lesson. And I was like, whoa, in just a couple short weeks of implementing these new things, I feel like my brain actually feels lighter. I feel more clear. I feel like I can focus better. The bottom line is I learned ways to be more focused and productive, not just in my work life, but also in my personal life. I've been able to have a more clear distinction between the two. That has allowed me to be fully present in whatever task at hand I'm doing, whether that is in my work life or my personal life. That's allowed me to feel less overwhelmed, less stressed out. It's allowed me to be more present with my daughter and not feel like I need to check my email or be doing something else when I'm playing with her. That to me has been priceless. And my other favorite, lesson 15, broadening your thinking. So this really goes through decision making and ways to like expand your thought process and make decisions. I'm a decisive person. I've always been good at making decisions, even like really hard decisions. And so again, I was like, not expecting to get too much out of this lesson. And he goes through this really unique framework with like 6 different hats. And so here's a specific result I can share with you. So I applied this to a decision that I've been procrastinating on making for like a few months now. And I went through and I did it as he explained to do it. And I came out on the other side making a decision that I was not expecting myself to make, feeling super confident about it. And here's the best part. This is a work decision. It gave me back 6 hours a week of my time. That's like almost half of my working week. And now I've identified that that one thing alone is like going to be a huge needle mover in the growth of my business over this next year, and something that I didn't even really think about as a needle mover before. That insight alone has already given me a really specific and tangible result of that 6 extra hours a week. And I see that it has the potential in the long term to be something that really like catapults the growth of my business over this next year. So I'm like super excited to see how that plays out. I'll make a video about it in a year from now and tell you how it went. So enough about me. Now let's talk about the benefits of enrolling in a program like this versus just reading his book or listening to his podcast or watching him on YouTube. I'm sure many of you are wondering, like, you know, especially for Jim Kwik fans out there, if you've been listening to his podcast for years or you've already read his books, like maybe you feel like you already know everything. So like, what's the difference here? I can sum it up in a sentence. Books and podcasts are meant for ideas. This program is meant for implementation. So let's use an analogy here. It's like reading a book and listening to a podcast about healthy living versus actually going to the gym. You can read all the books and listen to all the podcasts you want, but that doesn't actually get you a more fit body. Going to the gym does. So think of this program, this course, this entire system as like going to the gym for your mind. And like I said, I had a complete like mind, body, soul experience, and I imagine you will too. Here's another way to think about like the value of investing in a program like this. People have to pay attention. Unlike buying a book for, you know, 20 something dollars or listening to a podcast, which is free, or watching a YouTube video, which is free. This is an investment. You have to pay to be part of this Limitless Mind system. And that's actually a good thing, because think of the gym membership. If you get a free membership, if you don't go to the gym, it doesn't really matter. You're like, oh, well, I didn't pay for it, so it doesn't matter if I just show up to the gym like once a month or not even at all. But if you're paying, let's say $100 a month, you're going to get your butt in the gym, right? It's the same concept. And that goes for like all online courses or paid coaching programs or whatever across the board. Like when you make that investment in yourself and you have skin in the game, you're actually going to show up for yourself to get the results that you want for the reason why you enrolled in the program in the first place. Now, let's talk about deciding if this is a good investment for you. Here's a couple questions you could ask yourself. Do I value personal development? Do I value taking care of my own PC, my own production capability? Do I wish I could focus more? Do I wish I could be more productive? Do I wish I could feel less overwhelmed and have less anxiety and stress? If any of those answers are yes, then this would be a good investment for you. If you feel like totally rock solid in life and you're like, nope, my mindset's perfect, I feel great, I want nothing more out of life, I am 100% happy the way everything is, and I don't want to grow, I'm just great where I am, then this is not for you, for sure. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, how does this apply to you? There's a couple things that come to mind that I learned from Tony Robbins. One of those is that success in business is 80% mindset, 20% skill. So this program is taking care of that 80% mindset piece. Another thing I heard Tony say was that the chokehold of any business is always the mindset of the leader. That's really powerful. So if you're an entrepreneur, especially at the beginning stages of your journey, There's like 1,000,001 moving parts to building a business. You need to have so many different skills. You need to know how to do marketing. You need to know how to do sales, know how to deliver the customer experience, do accounting and all sorts of other admin tasks. Building a business is not an easy task. Think of it this way. It's like this pencil, not sharp. Can't write with it. If the pencil is like your brain and drawing the picture is building a business, you need to have a sharp pencil, right? The Limitless Mind System is like this pencil sharpener here. And now you can actually draw with it. This 21-day Limitless Mind course that I'm talking about that I did myself is just one part of what they are offering in this entire package that's like on an insane promo. Not only that, as affiliate partners of Jim Kwik, my business partner Danny and I have our own bonus that we're able to offer you when you sign up through our link. All of the details are in the description box below. Our bonus offer is specifically for entrepreneurs, especially at the beginning of their journey. We're going to help you not only be successful with getting results out of the Limitless Mind System, we're also going to help you apply that to your entrepreneurial journey and tie everything together. I hope you found this video helpful in understanding what this program is really about and if it could be the right investment for you. If you have questions, please ask in the comment section below. And if you decide to make this investment in yourself, please be sure to enroll with the link below, and then we will see you on the inside. Bye.